I often get the question on how do I create my miter gaps to be closer together inside of Fusion sheet metal. Well, let me show you how you can do this. So one of the questions I see quite often is when people are in Fusion sheet metal and they create a flange, that there's quite a large gap in the corner and they want to know, how do you make this gap tighter or narrower? And a lot of people say, well, just grab the faces and press pull them closer together and stuff like that. And that's not the preferred way. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can close this gap. And the way to do that is to actually modify one of the settings in the sheet metal rules. Now you'll notice in this example, I'm using the steel millimeter sheet metal rule. And if I go into sheet metal rules, in this design, you can see that we're using the steel millimeter, and you can see that the thickness is 2.5 millimeters. And then right here, you see miter / rip / seam gap. And it is also 2.5 millimeters. And this is actually the setting that is specifying what the miter, rip, and seam gap is. Now, if I were to come in and hover over this, you can see we can edit the rule or create a new rule. I'm going to go ahead and edit this rule, and you can see that the thickness is 2.5. And then we can also see that the miter, rip, and seam gap is set to thickness. Now I'm going to move that up so we can kind of see what's going on here. So basically what this is saying is whatever the thickness of the material is, that's what the gap is going to be for our miters, our rips, and our seams. So if we were to make this smaller, then our gap would be smaller. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it thickness, but I'm going to say divided by 4. And I'll go ahead and hit save, and you can see how instantly that updated, and we now have a much closer gap right there. And the reason for that is because we changed the rule. Let me go ahead and edit this. We basically said, take whatever the thickness is and divide it by 4. In fact, I could even make that smaller by saying, divide it by 10. I'll go ahead and save that, and we can see that got even closer. I'll go ahead and edit this one more time. And if you don't want to use a variable like thickness, you could even come in here and say something like, well, I want that to be 0.05 millimeters, for example. I'll save that, and we can see we made it even tighter and even closer. Now, you'll notice there's like a hole down here in the corner, and that is because of the corner conditions. And this is, a 2-bend intersection, so I'm going to expand that open, and we can see that that's a trim to bend relief. So if I were to edit this rule, and I come in here to my corner conditions, again, I'll kind of move this off to the side. I'm gonna change this miter, rip, seam gap. Let's go ahead and set that back to thickness divided by 4. Let's go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to edit this 2-bend intersection. And you can see, sure enough, it's set to trim to bend. Now, I personally like to use what's called arc weld. And I'll show you what that looks like. So I'm going to say arc weld. I'll hit save. And you can see what that looks like. Okay. So instead of a hole kind of in the corner there, it's basically just bending that up, and this is like an arc weld bend relief. Now if I were to go ahead and do a miter on the top here, so I'll go ahead and select these 2 edges. We'll do a flange. We can see because the miter corner is turned on, it's going to go ahead and do the miter there for us. Let's just do a 1-inch miter in this case, and I'll say OK. We get a nice close looking miter that goes all the way along this edge. So once again, that was by editing the sheet metal rule and changing this miter, rip, and seam gap. And then the other recommended change is to change the two bend intersection. Now I changed to arc weld. You can, try all these other ones. So for example, if I say round, you'll get that result. I'll just go through all of these so you can kind of see what they look like. I need to do corner condition. So that was round. Square will look like that. Obviously, those don't work as well for like if you're wanting to do a nice weld, for example. Tear is one of the other ones that I'll use quite often. You can kind of see what that one looks like. It makes a little bit of a opening right there compared to the arc weld that I tend to use. So that one's tear. Trim to bend we've already seen. Linear weld looks similar to that guy. And then let's do arc weld, which is the one that I tend to use all the time, which is that one there, which basically keeps even thickness all the way through. So one of the tips that I recommend doing when you start to create some sheet metal components is I'll come in to my sheet metal rules, I'll expand open my library, and by default there's usually about 6 of these rules. So steel millimeter, stainless steel millimeter, and aluminum millimeter. And then the same thing here, steel inch, stainless steel inch, and aluminum inch. And then the rest of these are basically ones that I've created. So I'll just pick one of these, for example, steel inch, and I'll come in here and say new rule. So I'll just click on this, and then I'll fill in the information that I want. So I'll leave it the steel inch, and then I might give this a particular name. I'll just call this one, demo for now. I'll give it the thickness that I want it to be. So let's just say 0.125 in this case. And then I'll change this miter, rip, and seam gap. So I'll leave it thickness, but I want this to be pretty tight. So I'm going to say divided by 10 in this case. And then I'm going to come in and set my my 2-bend intersection to be an arc weld. And I'll say save. And I now have this new sheet metal material called steel inch demo. And so if I were to create a new sheet metal component, so you can kind of see that here, I'll call this, demo part or something like that. I can select the rule. So here's that steel inch demo that I just created. I'll say, okay. I'll turn this guy on. Let me turn this guy off. Create my part real quick. So let's just make this, 6 by 4. I'll create my flange. And then if I were to create flanges on this corner here, you'll notice very tight edges, and it's doing that arc weld in the corner. Let's just make that 2.5. And if I were to add my flanges here, we'll have a nice tight miter for the flanges there also. I hope you found that video useful. If you did, make sure you like and subscribe and share it with others. And as always, have fun learning Fusion. And see you next time.